Hey, welcome back to Russ Total Garage and $5,000 budget build 56 Chevy pickup. I am in limbo waiting on air conditioning parts, is what it is. So, still always something to do. I'm going to do something really interesting today. I'm going to do the headlights and the front marker lights, turn signal lights. One upgrade, would have been two upgrades. But I found out that these trucks are special. So I thought I had two upgrades for you today. It's only going to be one. The first one was supposed to be, I was going to install some low buck, I think these are H13 halogen bulbs into the truck to replace the old style incandescents. Well, that's not happening because for some reason, these trucks are different than what I've run into in the past. And it can't be because of year, unless people move things around. But basically, these will not fit in the 56 Chevy pickup headlight buckets. They have a design where, you know, what I'm used to is you have a metal bucket that the headlight fits in, and then your trim ring goes over that, and then you install that into the fender or whatever, the nose of the car, into the adjusters, and then that's how it works. Well, these, the trim ring actually goes into the adjusters with the headlight, and it's all one piece, and it does not work well with something like this. It just doesn't fit. The other thing that's weird is I'm used to a left and a right side headlight bucket where the side adjuster is not on the same side. This truck, they're both on the left-hand side from the front, either side. They're both adjusters are on the top and on the left. So it's wacky. Could I make it work? Yes, absolutely. With some cutting and welding, we can make anything work, right? But honestly, not worth it. I had some brand new halogens, H6024, long life. Had these on the shelf. They're not expensive, maybe 15 bucks a pop. I put these in. They fit in just like the originals. So no problem there. I will go over install of something like this in another one of the builds coming up. So the one thing I will have to modify today, though, for sure, my front running lights. I was going to wire them up, and I looked, and there's no wires. Somebody ripped the wires out of them. And I took the cover off of one, real easy, and there's a bulb in there, but it's only a single filament bulb. So were these trucks, did they have turn signals or not? I don't know. That's a single filament bulb. And that was a single filament contact that just fell out. And this is a very simple setup. The ground was obviously the body. There was a spring in there that sat in there. And then you get these little, I don't know what they are, cork type insulator. You see it has a single hole in it. That's where the wire went with the contact. And that drops in. And then your wire would go through that, and then it's spring loaded to make the contact with this bulb. Now, you could very easily just put a new wire in there. What you'd have to do is take a wire, solder just a bulb on the end of it so it has something, put it through there, and you can make this work as, you know, a running light, or not have a running light and have it be the turn signal or something. But I'm going to do something different, as usual. I'm going to put a much bigger 1157 amber in there with this brand new socket that I got at a swap meet. And I'm going to cut this out of here and make it so that this snaps in, and we'll check the depth. I think it'll clear this lens because it's such a deep lens that it'll go in no problem. But if it doesn't, I have a fix for that too. But I'm gonna cut this off and open up the hole and see if we can get this to snap in there. And you can buy these brand new, already wired up for running lights and turn signals. I think they're about maybe $75 a pair for these. But I can do this for next to nothing, so why not try it? And if I completely make a fool of myself and destroy them, we can always punt and buy new. But I'm going to try to, before I cut this off, I'm just going to see if I can break that socket out of there. All right, well, crushing with the vice grip's not working so well, so now we'll take the carbide bit. See if grinding it away works. Yep. Carbide bit for the win. Took that out no problem. Now we just have a hole. It needs to be bigger because that ain't gonna go through there. So, I don't know. I'll try the carbide bit again before I get crazy with the plasma cutter and to see if we can open it up some. It's getting there. This carbide bit is actually making short work of this. Taking it right out. Get in there. Look at that. Looks factory. So now we've got our 1157A in there. See if it'll clear. Where's the bottom of this? The notch is here. Goes like that. Looks good. Amazing. Yeah. No problemo. All right. So that's one done. Do the next one. Number 2. All right, I'm just going to put the lens back on. One thing with these old lights, if you're lucky enough to get the lenses to come off and the screws don't break, put some anti-seize on these guys and you'll never have to worry again. Because it's actually pretty rare that the screws come out and don't have to be drilled out. So if you're that lucky, make sure they'll always come out. All right, ready to wire in. Got my wires from my Monte Carlo harness here. Brown is my running light, black's the ground, blue is the turn signal. Now, this socket came with butt splice connectors, but just to help keep them weather tight, once they're connected, I'm going to put shrink tubing over them as well, just to help keep water out of them. So the butt splice is done. I'm going to just slide the shrink tubing over it. All right, now all we got to do is test them. So we'll go running lights. Turn the key on. Let's see if I can reach in here. All right, now the turn signals may not flash because I don't have any lights in the back, but that's left. And there's right. All right, so is that a big involved project? No, of course not. But if you don't want to spend the money, 50, 60, I think they may be close to $70 for a pair of those running lights. If you have decent ones, or even if you have ones that just need lenses, you can buy those sockets, maybe $250 each, brand new. Not even pay that, and I'll show you, but you know, for $5, you can repair ones that you already have. So why spend the money? So, where are we on the budget? Headlights, if you had to buy them new, call it 30 bucks. I did buy them new, and I think they were around 15 a piece. And I put $10 for 2 sockets and a couple amber bulbs. So that would get the value of the truck to $6,664. Now, as far as out of pocket, I put $31. I put $30 for the bulbs because I did buy those new, and I put $1 for the sockets and the bulbs because bulbs I have hundreds. They're just laying around from parts cars, and the sockets I also have, maybe not hundreds, but lots. People don't believe me when I say this stuff, but look, swap meet I was at when I bought all those radiator hoses, well, I can't remember if it was the same guy or not, but I bought a lot of light sockets. I mean, this is just one box, and these are all brand new 1156 and 1157 sockets. I'm sure I didn't pay more than $20 for this pile of them. I mean, the guy just wanted this stuff gone. So you're talking pennies that I spent for these sockets. And this is enough here to last me for quite a few builds. But again, swap meets are a great way to save money when you're building these cars. So that gets us done with the lights up front. The tail lights and stuff I'll do when the bed gets done. That's pretty much the last thing. I really want to get the air conditioning done next because I want to get the grill mounted, and that buttons up the front end after I get to get the hood on. But then that's pretty much it for up front, is it? Maybe not. Still got to do the air cleaner. There's always something, but we'll get through it. But it's just one more thing off the list. But the air conditioning, I'm waiting on parts, and that will probably be not as smooth as other things because I'm an amateur and we're going to wing it and we're going to see how it goes. So I don't know when that next video will be. Maybe there's something else I can do in the meantime, but we'll see. Anyway, hope it helped. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following. And thank you, of course, for subscribing. I really appreciate it. We will see you on the next one. Later.